Hello. How are we going? I hope you guys are doing well. My energy is like really low today, so I'm sorry if I'm not bringing the normal gem that I had yesterday. I just realized I forgot to get some stuff out of my pack. But I hope you're all doing well. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to be continuing on with the doggos that we've been drawing. Feel free to say hi in chat and ask questions. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you coming along. All good, no stress. I appreciate the support and hanging out. Feel free to draw and hang out with me whilst you're watching along. I'll try and chat with you guys as I go along. If I miss your messages and get distracted, I'm very sorry. As I said, my brain's been a bit foggy today and my energy's a little bit low. So I hope that's okay, but we've got some game music in the background from various different games that I enjoy playing, and if you have any copyright free or like game music that I can try out and listen to for stream today, that would be really cool. I'm happy to try some stuff out. Otherwise, I will finish getting set up and continue with today's drawing. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like it's really cold tonight, and I don't like the cold. I don't know. Like, ask me like a couple of years ago, I used to say that winter was my favorite seasons, but now it's definitely like spring. Summer's too hot, winter's too cold, spring is like just right, which is funny because you'd think someone so pale as me would enjoy winter, but I don't. It's too cold. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. Let's grab my sharpener. But how is everyone's night going? I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all enjoying your week. I suppose today's Wednesday, so hump day. Can feel a bit like you're getting over that hill to finish off the end of the week. But, I mean, it doesn't really faze me. But those of you that are functioning members of society, I'm sure that you're feeling the Wednesday-ness. What else? I don't really have anything to report at the moment, which is pretty normal for me, but it's nice to have something to talk about. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if the music's too loud or if I'm too quiet or anything like that, and I can shuffle some stuff around. Otherwise, I should probably get to it. Ta-da! Alright, so we pretty much fully did the one on the left yesterday. I had my sketch done from a previous stream a couple of days ago, but as for yesterday, we made a lot of progress in terms of getting the shading done and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to work primarily on the dog on the right today. I've got my reference here next to me. But it's just going to be a nice time for everyone to hang, chill out. grab a nice drink. Feel free to ask any questions or chat about anything, really, obviously within reason, but like, yeah, happy to just hang out with people, or if you just want to listen to the nice music and draw along with me, then that's fine too. I'm now forgetting immediately what I need for this part. I've got my little hand guard. I should probably start with the top left of his head and work my way down. What was I using yesterday? I think I was using this one. I'm very up high at the moment, aren't I? I need to adjust without making lots of noise. Alright. It's a shame that song ended when it did. I really like that song. As I mentioned yesterday, I am slowly culling through the playlist that I've got at the moment, because there are a few songs that just don't really suit the vibe for stream. So if anything really obnoxious comes on, I do apologize. But I think, like, overall I streamed for almost 3 hours yesterday, but there was a while where I had some technical problems. So I think overall the dog probably took me a little over 2 hours, which is pretty good for what I'm trying to aim for at the moment. This is one of those songs that I might get rid of. There's not much music happening, just kind of noises. There we go, we'll see what this one's like from Animal Crossing. I think I've done this too dark. Oh well, I'll fix it later. Or maybe my eyes are tripping me out a little bit. Who knows, honestly? Who knows? I'm trying to make sure you guys can hear me like while I'm drawing, but I'm like kind of making out with the mic at the same time. So enjoy listening to my breath and everything. I need a better microphone, I've decided. Is on the list. Bigger desk and new mic is 2 things, and then the third would probably be a dedicated overhead camera. I'm using my phone at the moment, just connected through my PC. But I don't know what would be on the priority. Probably a bigger desk, because this is very squishy, but I'm making do. I'm making do. I keep looking up here for my reference, but it's here. Maybe it would be easier if I had it in front of me, but who can be bothered to set that up? Not me. Laziness is my friend. Alright. I bet you look for that later. Be like, where did I put my pencil? You know what? I'm going to preemptively put it back on the other side so I don't lose it, because I am that type of person. Alright. How does face? How do you face? I don't know is the answer. There's so many different bits and I'm getting really muddled up anyone at home wondering what I'm doing at the moment is I've got a little, pretty much like a compressed piece of paper called a blending stump, and I'm just going over the graphite that I've laid down. Well, it's actually charcoal. I'm going over the top of the piece where I've laid down bits of charcoal and using what's on the paper and picking up some of the pigment and spreading it around with the tip of the like blending stump or compressed bit of paper, I guess, which is pretty much what it is, but it's called a blending stump. And it's really handy for smoothing out that shading and getting smooth gradients. I think I rely a lot on my blending stump as well to kind of fix any mistakes that I've made. I don't know if anyone else does that. But it's almost like you kind of, if you blur it together enough, no one will notice that you fucked up. That's a way you could look at it, I guess. I don't know why I'm singing a completely different song than one on at the moment. It's a Silk Song track. Very peaceful. If anyone else at home is drawing along with me, I'd love to know what you guys are working on. Any artists in the chat who are hanging out and drawing with me, let me know. And I'm gonna do the obligatory streamer thing. If you're new to the channel and you're watching for the first time, welcome in. If you want to see me do more streaming art stuff in the future, feel free to subscribe and follow along with my YouTube. I should be streaming this sort of stuff a little bit more often. Otherwise, if you're interested in like gaming and stuff, I also do that over on Twitch, which should be linked in the description below. Let me close that for a second. Hopefully that works a little bit better. Also, I was having internet issues before, so I'm hoping that everything is running smoothly. It says on my end that it is, so if there are any problems, let me know. Do 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 do. God, this song takes me to like a very nostalgic time in my life. Anyone at home wondering, it's from the Crash Bandicoot soundtrack. Well, specifically Crash Bandicoot 3. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'd love to know who the composer was for this. It doesn't say on the Spotify thing, it just says the company that made the game, or at least made the remake. Can't lie, as I'm drawing the other dog, I'm getting a little bit nervous in terms of the details and stuff that I've got going on. I'm just worried that it's not going to look right because you can see more of this dog's face. That it might not look so good, but that's where we're at the moment. I'm just very slowly going through and adding the bits of like the patterns and stuff on the dog's face, which is a little time consuming, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna have to come back through and clean it up with the eraser later anyways, so that's fine. I'm trying not to smudge. No smudge, please. If I go a bit too quiet, I'm very sorry. I'm just trying not to ramble on too much about random shit. It is hard to think of stuff to talk about constantly for me. So, stuff pops into my head, I'll bring it up, otherwise I'll just let the music play and have a nice chill one. But I can't lie, sometimes I feel like I always need to feel the silence. That's okay, thank you for hanging out. No stress. Feel free to duck out and do your own thing for the night. I appreciate you coming along and supporting. If you ever want to come into streams in the future when you're feeling up to it, that's perfectly okay. Otherwise, appreciate you stopping by at the very least. This song is from Animal Crossing, but I feel like I've heard a rendition of it somewhere else. It's like a... I don't know. Does this sound familiar to anyone? Because I can't quite pinpoint it. It's getting very fast and intense. I feel like the more shading I'm adding, he's starting to come together very nicely, which I like. Might need to add a little bit more of a darker shade under his mouth, maybe? Just to make sure that it's looking like it's pointing the right direction. Just trying not to smudge the paper. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. You look incredible. Oh, that fucked up my throat. I deserve that. Holy shit, that's funny. Oh god. Don't mind me, I'll just go die in my hole. Oh. Trying to get comf is hard. Oh, got scooch. For adding in lots of micro details for like the scale of the piece, I'm pretty chuffed with how it is looking, so we're slowly getting there. We've been live for half an hour and I'm still on the face, but that's okay. Don't want to go too crazy. I've got a little bit of time. I said by the end of the week, and we're only halfway there, so doing pretty good. If I get it done early, that's even better. Then I feel like I've achieved something, you know? I might have to get the brush out and like dust over this area because it's like a weird shadow. My protector keeps falling down. Let's just get rid of it, eh? And change the song and get rid of the song because it's not, yeah. I couldn't think of the words, so it's just not. I literally just said I was going to get the brush out and I didn't do it. Alright, try that one again. I am getting a little bit of stuff on my hands though, which Not good. Alright, there we go. See, with the brush I feel like I'm able to get a lot more in a lot quicker. And then worst comes to worst, I come back over it with my eraser. I can fix it later. Something like that, maybe. It looks like a dog. I just realized that the reflection of my light is... Is that a little bit better? Made the thing brighter as well. How about that? Cash me outside, how about that? Someone kill me, please. Shoot me. Do it. Do it now. Fire at them. This is very intense. I don't know if I like it. I feel like it's not too bad. Right? Ah, much better. I might keep that song in. I feel like it wasn't too bad. This is a nice song. I'm trying not to break things. Can be hard for me sometimes. I feel like I fucked it up, but oh, it's not that bad. I need to darken up the space a little bit more just so that this big black eye that he has makes more sense, you know? And add more of that spotting detail. Looks a little bit better, and then if I go back in with my blending stump and try and even it out a little bit, it should look a bit nicer, hopefully. I just realized there's a bunch of like dots and stuff on the other side that I haven't added yet. Maybe I should do that before I start blending more. Yeah. I will come back through with an eraser and fix the ear later. I'm just trying to get the shadows to sit a bit smoother. You'll see what I mean later, maybe. Who knows? Trust the process, you know? think part of his face is a little disproportionate, but for the most part, I'm happy with it. As I said, I'll come back with an eraser to clean up some of the parts later. Hopefully to try and fix him up a little bit, but for the most part, it looks like that dog. I think. Sorta. Try not to second guess myself too much, you know? Alright, I need my light pencil, and I'm just gonna kind of go crazy for a bit. Hey Claudia Savage, thank you so much for coming in. I'm glad you like it. Whoops. Alright, I need to bust out the big one. See if this makes my life a little bit easier. Oh yeah, she is. Don't worry, I will be cleaning up any leftover dust later. See, this is why I had the thing underneath, because I didn't want to get it on the other page. Rawr. There we go. It's a bit weird for me. I haven't taken something like this to the edge of a page in a long time. And that might sound like I'm being dramatic. No, I'm being serious. Like, I usually put borders around all of my realism things, or at least keep them confined. I don't like going off the edge, but because of how the photo is, I felt like I had to for this one. So, this is very strange for me. But I feel like it looks that much nicer when you bleed everything to the edge. My poor cat's trying to break in right now so she can come sit with me, and I would love for her to, but she has a nasty habit of getting up on my keyboard and pressing buttons that she shouldn't. So, I'm sorry, but no kitty. Even though she really wants in. That's why I want a bigger desk. She's making some noises right now. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? Let me in. I do usually let her come and sit on my desk with me, but not tonight. My hand's getting sore, but we're getting somewhere. Slowly. I feel like I need to maybe darken it up a little bit more. You know what I might need? Is... where did I put it? This. This is gonna be scary, but I feel like it'll achieve the result that I want. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I use this one. Yeah, very lightly dust that over the top. I feel like it'll get some good texture. Do not fret. I know it's probably looking very scary and uneven right now, but I'm hoping with the magic brush button will fix it. Actually, I might need the stump. Kind of work between the stump and the brush. But this is fine because the eraser is gonna fix everything later. That's what I have to tell myself, otherwise I'll freak out. My cat is making the most obnoxious noises right now. You would think that someone's just told her that she was adopted or something. Whew, so much blending. Holy shit. It's not as smooth as I would normally like it to be, but that's okay. I don't really want it to be perfect and smooth. Dog's got some really nice texture on it, and I feel like this achieves that really well. Make a realistic John Pork. Who on earth is John Pork? Do I look it up or I don't know, that sounds very sus. I don't know if I want to look that up. Alright, I'm morbidly curious now. If I scar myself for life, I blame you. Oh! Okay. That's funny. You want me to draw him realistically? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. That's funny. Oh no, my hair is caught. There we go. That's fine. But no, right now we're drawing doggos. Look at these cute little guys. Listening to... what do you call it? Listening to Crash Bandicoot and drawing doggo. Life goal achieved. Oh, that looks very messy. Oh god. Hang on. I might have fucked up here. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Oh god, I'm dropping. I need a bigger desk. Holy shit. Bump, 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 bump. It's getting there. She's in her ugly, like, pre-pubescent phase right now. Like, just give it, like... I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Bump, 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 bump. Something I always wonder when I jump on stream and do these sorts of things is if, like, what YouTube's algorithm is like for recommending the stream to random people. And just be curious for how, like, how do you find people that you like watching? such a weird thing to think about. I'll be honest, the doggo is looking real messy right now. But we're getting there. I'm just trying to add in as much of like the deeper shading as I can. Should probably add like a big dark spot along the back here. Because in the photo it's wearing a harness, and I decided that when I was drawing this that I was going to draw it without the harness, just to kind of make it a bit more personal and a bit more special. But I kind of have to figure out what pattern or like what the dogs look like under said harness. So I've decided that for lighting it's probably a better idea just to kind of add a bit of a gradient there, just to make it look like it's going back. Obviously this side of the face is really dark, so I'd imagine that the back of the neck would be dark as well. See, he's got like a bit of a mane situation going on, so maybe I can accentuate that as well. Trust the process. Oh, my leg's getting sore. Why is my leg getting sore? I feel like this chair is probably not the best for me to be sitting in for long periods, but when do we ever do things that are actually good for us, you know? Trust the process. I know you guys can't see like the really itty bitty details, but trust the process. Gotta keep telling myself that, otherwise I'll be like, it's horrible, and frickin' throw it out. But I can't. Gotta make the commission look very nice. See, the toes still look like really weird to me because of how they're sitting in the sand, but I'm hoping once I add like the gradient in the sand, it'll look better. Hopefully. You never know though. feel like I'm getting somewhere. I keep saying that though, like every 5 minutes. So maybe not. Alright, I need to stretch it out, take a break, give me a sec. Alright, but it's looking good. I'm just gonna take a minute to like get my brain okay. I did this last time. If I stare at a thing I'm drawing for too long, it just kind of ends up blurring together and looking a bit funny. So, yeah, go get a snack, go get a drink, hydrate. I'm gonna just maybe chill for a sec before I start adding some of the details. I don't know if I should start with the other dog and then, yeah, I'll probably do the left dog first with the eraser stuff, and then I'll do the one on the right just to make it a bit easier for myself. But I hope everyone's having a good night. I appreciate everyone who's here hanging out, just listening to me ramble and some nice tunes in the background, watching me draw. Yeah, it's looking good, I think. I don't know. There is something off about the dog's face that I can't quite pinpoint, and it's bothering me. Might be the mouth, where the mouth's sitting. Like, I think in the photo he's looking more to the left, whereas in my one he's looking kind of at the camera a little bit, but I feel like that's okay, surely. Yeah, I don't think I did the nose quite big enough. Maybe that's it. Can't be perfect, otherwise you might as well get a printer. But obviously I'm gonna try and make it look good, but you know. I'll be honest, I really want a snack right now, but we don't really have anything in the house. Our microwave broke yesterday and I forgot to get one today. I'm silly, so tomorrow is go get microwave. What else? So any like easy food I just have to do in the oven rather than microwavable stuff, but that's okay. I'll probably just put powder all over my nose. The joys of working with charcoal. My hands aren't actually too bad this time around. The little scrap of paper that I've got is working well. I'm just using like a big post-it note sort of feel that doesn't have any sticky on it. What could I go snack on? Now I want snacks. I've been streaming for over an hour. I'm gonna try and push through. I really don't want to let my laziness get the better of me, you know? I've made some good progress, but yeah, I feel like I need to stream for a bit longer, you know? At least an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just feel like it fleshes it out a bit more, you know? Do I go get Raven and give her a quick cuddle? And you guys can say hi to her? I might do that. Because she's very quiet now, but I feel like she was very sad before. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my cat just to give her a quick cuddle, and then I'll get back to drawing. So give me one moment. I have returned. Okay, so unfortunately, my cat didn't actually want a bar of me. She was hungry. And I feel really bad because I'd forgotten to give her a dinner. So I'm glad she reminded me. They are fed now. I might get her a bit later and come say hi before the end of the stream. But yeah, I was bad cat mum and forgot to give her her food. I also got myself a nice sugar-free drink. So that's gonna be my craving fixer, hopefully. These are really good. They're it's called Regal. Regal drinks. No sugar. Pretty good. Yes, silly me. I'm very, very silly. Aim of the game is to not spill it. And I'm gonna do some details. Oh, I hope the music hasn't been too crazy while I left, but sounds alright to me. Alright. Let's get doggo number 1 some detail going. I got the Mono Zero little click eraser. Such a good recommendation. Worth the price, 100%. And just been really, really good for these sorts of projects. So, let's try and give doggo number 1 some details. I'm just gonna go back and forth between erasing and like shading, just to put in any like major stuff that I missed. My paper's gonna keep falling down. Joys of gravity. I like to use my kneadable eraser to pick up all the other eraser flakes. It just helps so much because I find when I use my hand to like dust it off, it like smudges. So, little trick, I guess, if anyone wants to use it. I just have to do it very lightly though to try and not pick up any pigment. I can't explain enough how much I love this soundtrack. So pretty. Alright, I think Doggo on the left's butt needs to be a bit darker, so I might just add a little bit of extra shadow. Around the boot. I think that looks much better. Much more draws your eye to where it's supposed to sit. That's very nice. Alright. Well, I feel like that dog's kind of done, maybe? A couple of bit of extra shading bits I need to do on the toes and on this front leg actually. Alright. And I feel like this is going to make it come together, but this is what I'm going to do to finish up the night, is to do the, like, erasing on the second dog, and then I might brush in just very lightly the foreground to start doing that. Maybe tomorrow night? Maybe? I feel like if I pushed, actually, I could finish it tonight, but we'll see. Stay with me. We'll see. We shall see. Whoops. Oh, that didn't feel good. Trouble is I don't know where to start. I suppose from the ear again and work my way down like I did with the other one. Alright. I need this to be slightly sharper. Much better. I'm just gonna draw an outline like that. You guys can't really see it, but around the edge of the ear, just so that when I go back in and soften it, it does look like there's something kind of there behind it, if that makes sense. Have I pressed something that I wasn't supposed to? Maybe. Hopefully that's fine. Something just popped up on my computer and I'm like, what is that? Yeah, I've definitely drawn the nose too small. That's annoying. I wonder if I can maybe try and make it a little bit bigger. Does that look a little bit better? I know it's hard to tell, but I think it looks a little bit better. I really, really want to listen to some Sleep Token right now, but that is not allowed on YouTube. So we are stuck with what's currently playing. Lies of P. I do not hear any noise. You are getting evicted from. Why isn't my music playing? Hang on, let me just restart Spotify. Music's not playing and I want music. What the fuck? Hang on, guys. I'm having some issues. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I'm sorry about that. Having issues with Spotify and I don't know what the heck was going on, but it seems to have fixed it for now. I hope I didn't break anything by doing what I just did, but we'll find out later, I guess. I can't lie, that was a little bit stressful. I'm running out of stamina, I won't lie. But I feel like the dogs are looking pretty good for the most part. I think I'll just stop something up. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going. See how we go. If I need to tap out, I will, but I feel like if I just keep going, I should be fine. I'm kind of tempted to maybe leave the stream here and then I could maybe just continue it or finish it like on my own. Might be a bit easier for me. Because getting a bit hot and stressed about being on stream and stuff at the moment. So, yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just finish up for the night, on stream. And then I'll continue this just here in my own time. I might stream tomorrow. We shall see. But I want to try and get this dog. These dogs, I should say, out and done sooner rather than later. But if you want to check out the final result, if you don't end up watching all of the streams and stuff, feel free to come over to my Instagram. I will post the final results on Instagram, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it when it's finished. I feel like I'm doing a good job so far, but yeah, my streamer brain isn't working tonight, so thank you all to who came. I'm sorry if it wasn't the energy that you needed tonight. I hope it was just more of a chill one, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Check out my links down below. Thank you for anyone who wishes to support me in the streams, and I will catch you guys later.